Because every day above ground is a good day. Some are just more questionable than others. It's Questionable Call Wednesday edition, 8 on the board, and we roll immediately to RG3 and Austin Rivers on Get Up this morning. Take a listen as the debate continues.
Can I ask you one question? Name a football player who has played football and decided just to go play in the NBA, in college. Name a college football player who is a top college football player and just been like, you know what? I'm going to go play in the NBA. I'll give you one, and I'll tell you, if you can, you would. Charlie Ward was a Heisman winning and chose to be a backup.
Yeah, I'm a Heisman Trophy winner, Austin. I know Charlie Ward was a basketball player. He was a quarterback that should have played in the NFL, and he went and played in the NBA. Come on, man. Like, I know that.
I lost control here.
That's the point.
We're all friends. Everything is good here. I lost control of the conversation. Let's take it. I know, but you started it.
This is your fault.
The best part is when he says, Rivers says, this is ridiculous, and Greeny said, yes, but you started it. Question on the board. Question, what should Austin Rivers say now? The answer is nothing. Shut up. Enough already. Dude, you're making it worse. You're getting housed now. As a guest on this show, they're laughing at you. Kimberly Martin is laughing at you while you sit there on the set. You had RG3 remind you that he knows about Heisman winners because he is one. Stop talking about it. Let it make like Elsa from Frozen and let it go, Austin Rivers, before they do to you. On the countdown, we roll to number 7, presented by Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Crispy, crunchy, juicy, golden brown. It is fried perfection. Locations, Palm Beach County. Go to budschicken.com. Order ahead. Gender reveals have become a big thing. Getting creative with gender reveals has become a big business of sorts. I've never seen a gender reveal quite like this. Take a look. Well, if it's a girl, it'll be the pink wrestler. And if it's a boy, it'll be the little guy, blue wrestler. And look at the crowd. They are into it. Look at Grandma. Keep an eye on Grandma. Is she amused? Is she not? 1 count. 2 count. Oh, the broken bottle. Grandma's still not feeling it. But then the Undertaker arrives. Look at this. And the throat slash. Could it be a boy? Grandma's now cheering. Grandma wants the boy. Oh! Not sure what that finishing move is, but outstanding because it's a boy. Watch the beer smash. Front row, beer smash. Dad to be. Kapow! And there it is. Question is on the board. Wrestling gender reveals. Is this great or do you hate? Come on, man. This is great. This is amusing, entertaining. This is exciting. Is it a boy? When you pop a balloon and then pink dust flies out. Okay, yeah, great. It's over. But this one goes back and forth. You don't know what it's going to be until the very end. Outstanding. Well done. Wrestling gender reveals. Everyone should do this from now on. As we continue on in the countdown to number 6, presented by St. Lucie Battery and Tire, SLBT.com, home of honest, reliable service since 1970. Everything for your road trip and your car needs for this spring into summer. And we're taking a road trip back to Minnesota for the Western Conference Finals in the NBA. Sunday night, after the closeout, Ant-Man and the Cat being asked about, shouldn't you have to lose? Shouldn't you have to suffer? Take a look at these guys because they play like they're a scene from the movie Friday.
And usually in NBA history, it says you have to lose and lose big before you win. What is it about this team that says
we lost last year?
Yeah, but that's different. You have to lose at a bigger stage. Usually, teams usually.
It's the playoffs. We lost last year.
We lost the last 2 years.
God damn. How much more we gotta lose?
Yeah, how much you want us to lose?
Been losing for 20 years.
I mean, that's just the truth, dog.
God damn.
That back and forth literally is from like a scene in the movie Friday or one of the 15 sequels that followed. Remember, it was a brand new phrase being born Sunday night because Charles Barkley wanted to tell Ant-Man he hadn't been in Minnesota in a very long time. He's heading there now, obviously. Remember this? Take a look back.
I wanted to watch you play. Okay, I have not been to Minnesota in probably 20 years.
Bring your ass.
Hey,
Bring your ass.
can you?
Bring your ass is what Ant-Man said, and well, that became a thing. Because if you go online now to bringyass.com, here's what happens. Look at bringyass.com. A comedian bought the web domain and then redirected it to the Explore Minnesota site, the official travel and tourism site of the state of Minnesota. That's where it goes if you punch in Bring Ya Ass. That's amazing. Minnesota clearly has endorsed this. The question is on the board. Bring your ass. Will it become a thing? Well, the answer is yes. It's already become a thing. You can buy T-shirts now that say bring your ass. The website for Minnesota for people to come, to visit, to stay, to live, to relocate their business is bringyourass.com. It's not going to become a thing. It's already a damn thing. And we roll all the way up to number 5 in the countdown. And it's monkey business for sure. This is Ryan Garcia in Abu Dhabi with an ape who's eating grapes inside of a very expensive exotic car. Ryan Garcia is rapping, and the ape is enjoying grapes. And I just want you to take a look because it feels like we're all tripping on acid. Take a look. Look at the orangutan with a big plate of grapes. Just chill. Do you want to do that? Do you want to sing in the face of an orangutan? Who would you be more safe behind the wheel? The ape or Ryan Garcia? The question is on the board. Question. Who would you rather fight? Ryan Garcia or the ape? First of all, let's just say this. Doing what Ryan Garcia is doing is a really bad idea, is a really dangerous. That ape will chew off your face. He will eat your face while everyone runs away from you. That is a dangerous animal. Do not sing, do not rap, do not dance, do not point in its face. You're lucky he is locked in on the grapes, or he would have eaten the face of Ryan Garcia. I would much rather fight Ryan Garcia because that ape will literally chew your entire face off and then drink from your neck with your discombobulated, decapitated remains. Well, that's a really dangerous. If you're at home and you own an orangutan, don't do this. We continue on the countdown all the way up to number 4. And it comes to us from Ballpark Food. There's a big thing on the internet, would not. I want you to take a look because these are nachos at a baseball game, but not just any nachos. These are ice cream nachos. Take a look.
Ice cream nachos.
So we got caramel instead of cheese. We've got sugar cone wafers instead of nachos. We've got ice cream instead of sour cream. And then we got chocolate sauce over all of it. Hopefully that's hot fudge. But wait, there's more. We got sprinkles or Jimmy's if you're from Boston, and we got cookie pieces, I'm guessing. Looks like Oreo chunks is what we got. And that's a new way to do nachos if you're going to the baseball game. The question is on the board. Question at a game, real nachos or these nachos? You got to do these nachos. You can do real nachos anywhere. Bowling alley, train station, anywhere. If you get a chance to try this, you got to do this. You absolutely positively have to. Ball game or not. As they say on the internet, would? Definitely would. We continue all the way up to number 3 in the countdown, presented by Celsius. Essential Energy, Live Fit, Cosmic Vibe today. That is producer C-Cat's favorite flavor. Shout out C-Cat, get you some. Celsius, Essential Energy, Live Fit, Essential Energy drinks. Speaking of drinking, Conor McGregor not drinking or doing other stuff as he is closing in on International Fight Week UFC 303. His date with Michael Chandler, his return to the cage for the first time in 3 years. Watch the restraint that Conor McGregor must exhibit on this blurry webcam video. He's got a pint of stout, his own stout, at his Old Forge restaurant there in Ireland. Watch Conor struggle to not take a sip from this gorgeous pint of stout. Take a look.
Forge Irish stout, ladies and gentlemen.
It looks good.
Look at the cream.
I won't lie.
On that, my man, yeah.
Watch what he smells.
How they say.
Look at. He is dying inside.
That's unbelievable. You know, 6 weeks. I've been off the drink. I've been off my beautiful products since the 10-week mark. So we're 5 weeks and 5 days out. I'm taking this seriously, you know.
Look at the strength. Look at the weakness. Look at him go to take a sip and realize he can't. Like, that is a man being tested. That's what discipline is right there. That's discipline. Meanwhile, he's got Mac Life reporter Oscar Willis joining him for the interview in advance of 303. And there's pints to be chugged. So the boss says, hey, you got to throw one down. Take a look at Oscar handling the business.
On, man. Well, first of all, I know that... Oscar, brother, you know, so I don't even got to say it to you, brother. Say the name of my man.
Watch this.
Down. Come on.
That's a pint plus. And by the way, that's a heavy stout.
Come on, the lad.
Go ahead, Oscar.
Look at that. Not a chink in the armor, my man. Look, cream, top to bottom. Incredible.
We got to get subtitles for when Conor is speaking English. Outstanding, by the way, Oscar Willis. Question, which is more impressive, the pass or the chug? The refusal to take even a tiny sip or put your nose in the foam, or the chug? The chug was pretty good, but Conor's restraint, Conor's discipline, Conor, I mean, he wasn't acting. He wasn't playing it up like, oh, this smells good. Oh, this would taste good. He was dying inside. He wanted to put his whole freaking face in that foam and then just chug it all through. That was impressive. Shout out to my former arch nemesis, Conor McGregor. Proud of you, young man, with the impressive discipline displayed by, as Nancy Reagan used to tell the kids of America, just saying no. And we roll on all the way up to number 2 in the countdown. Speaking of the UFC, that fight will be available at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views, 29-degree beer. Never a cover for any UFC. Your official UFC fight headquarters is Twin Peaks. And that takes us to UFC to PowerSlap. Dana White, his other combat, if you will, sport program. Take a listen to what Dana White said about the now global popularity of the new PowerSlap League. Listen to this.
Take every sport on earth, combine all their numbers together, and multiply it by 4. PowerSlap beats it. Isn't that fascinating?
That is fascinating. I'm not sure it's accurate, but it's fascinating. If you're not sure what PowerSlap looks like, take a look at this clip. I want you to watch it one more time. Watch it back one more time, because if you'll notice and you look closely, there's a little bit of editing going on. This man's head spun actually all the way around 360 degrees. Watch one more time. Yeah. This clip, by the way, had Alex Jones, the InfoWars guy, asking on Twitter if it was real or not. So there you have that. Question, is Dana speaking truths? Yes or no? He's speaking partial truths, because there is tremendous popularity with PowerSlap and these clips and highlights on social media. But he's not telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. He's giving you a little bit of factual information. The rest of it is, come on, man. You're telling me that all of global soccer and the NFL and F1 racing and everything else combined, multiplied times 4, is what we are getting for engagement on PowerSlap? He's talking about numbers involving TikTok and other social media platforms. That can't be counted as people watching or consuming the actual product. Just because they happen to see something from it does not mean that it was it. So Dana, speaking truths, partial truths to some degree. The answer is kind of yes, but not exactly. No, he's not. And we find all the way to number 1 in the countdown. And it comes to us from Bryce Harper being asked to be a celebrity promposal participant. Bryce Harper, the Phillies, being asked by a young man named Jake to please ask Julia to go to the prom with him. Watch this. She opens the door. She can't believe it's Bryce Harper.
Hi, Julia.
Bryce Harper
Jake wants to ask you to prom, so I thought I'd help him out.
looks not confident, looks nervous. Watch her closely.
So you going to prom with him? Yes. Awesome.
She said yes. That's great. She should be excited, right? She got a prom date. She hugged the wrong guy. That is not your prom date. Look at Jake. Hug Jake. There you go. Jake gets the conciliatory hug. He gets the kind of like, oh, also like love you like a brother kind of hug. Question is on the board. Celebrity promposals. Good idea or bad idea? For the prom, I'm all in on this. This is great for the prom. For wedding proposals, absolutely not. Listen, this has become a social media thing. This has become a way in a look at me society, in a check me out society for likes and clicks and follows and subscribe. By the way, subscribe to this show right now. Question will call you. Hit subscribe. This is another way for young people to compete with being the newest, the hottest, getting the most engagement. It's become a whole thing. I'm okay with it for the prom, because prom is a silly throwaway, meaningless, but for serious life events like a real proposal for marriage or what have you, let's stay away from trying to go viral on that. But for prom, sure, why not? Let the kids have fun with it. And by the way, keep an eye on her, Jake, because Julia seems to be more impressed with Bryce Harper and excited about him than actually going to the actual prom with you. And that can happen with a celebrity promposal. And what can happen is we can reach the end of another episode. Do it, subscribe, like I said. And remember, while every day above ground is a good day, some are just more questionable than others. We will see you back here on Friday. Say goodnight to the bad guy.